Hey everybody. Oh, hi Maggie. Welcome to an actually live close-up live stream. DJ's home today, so I stole her phone again. I know sometimes the frame rate this way isn't the greatest, but I think, it's nice to switch it off with the camera close-ups once in a while. So here we are. As you guys know, Maggie is still looking for an adopter. We all know that DJ wants to keep her, but I think we also all know that there's a good chance with the right adopter she could have a lot more fun with somebody else. She does kind of mind her own business a lot of the time. She'll come by and snuggle with us. She'll go do her own thing. She's just the easiest cat in the whole world to love. Really easygoing, really fun, really sweet, and gets along with everybody. So anyway, I know everybody's like, what happened to Maggie when I don't show her on the close-up stream? So I thought I'd start with some Maggie tonight. And I found her here in the basement just chilling out with her friend Custard. Over there. And there's Ari, who just came down when he heard me talking. Hi, Ari. Are you purring? Oh, there's a little purring. Anyway, you guys probably remember that tomorrow, Saturday, not only do we have our mailbag at the regular time, 10 o'clock, but we got a lot of snow, by the way. After the mailbag, sometime tomorrow afternoon, probably sometime a little bit late, Tor and Kelvin will get picked up by their adopter. Even though we had a ton of snow, that snow has already been cleared from our driveway and from the roads. And I don't think we're expecting any more at this point. So I think even though Tor and Kelvin's adopter has like an 8-hour drive, it's all highway driving, and we're in the northern part of the Midwest. We know how to deal with snow here. All the roads that they'll have to drive on are already completely clear and safe. So as far as I've heard, we're still expecting Tor and Kelvin to get picked up tomorrow. And I think that'll do. I'm gonna miss them. I really am. These two guys have just been so much fun. Tor is just a total little sweet pea, very playful, and he loves to give kisses. I haven't been able to find a way to catch this on the close-up stream, but he loves to get right up in your face and lick your nose and your lips and purr and rub on your chin, and he's very, very affectionate, total sweetheart. And of course, very playful too. He likes to chase all the toys. Oh, here we go. Is this going? No? Okay. He was gonna do it. Anyway, so I'm totally gonna miss Tor, and here's Kelvin up here. And I think you know about Kelvin. He's a little bit more shy than Tor, but if you start petting Kelvin, then you can't get enough of it. You just gotta start him off, that's all. Hey, buddy. Hi. Look how cute you are. What? What's up, Kelvin? I see some debate in the chat about his name. It is Kelvin, Kelvin, like the temperature. They're all named after scientific units. So this is the last close-up stream for these two little cutie floofs. All right, guys. We'll do mailbagging here tomorrow. And so if you want to see them up close and have some fun for the last time tomorrow morning for mailbag, definitely tune in about 10 o'clock and you will have that. Hi, Ari in a basket. What you doing? All right, then. And here's Eddie over here. Hey, Eddie. I wake you up? Okay, pal. All right, well, let's go see some of the new kittens and pumice real quick before we end this close-up stream. See how they're doing. Oh, I gotta use some of this hand sanitizer before we go in here. I've just been petting everybody. Give me 1 second. There we go. Hi, Pummy. What'd you say? You say something to me? You want some more wet food? Is that what you're saying? We'll get you some more wet food after this, okay? I think it's about time. You deserve some. We got the cutest bed for her kittens that you'll see someday. I'm going to wait until they're old enough to sort of climb around and get into it on their own. Let me show it to you anyway, because it's just so funny. Oh, here it is. Look at this thing. It's a giraffe bed, and it's little tiny. You can see pumice wouldn't fit into it, but it'll be perfect for little kittens at some point. It's going to be very silly. DJ was pointing out how appropriate it is that it's a giraffe because that spot on her back, if you look at it the right way, looks like a giraffe too. Somebody pointed that out on our Twitter. So, anyway, all right, let's take a look at some kittens close up. What do you think of that, huh? Let's have a look at some of your little tinies. She is starting to slim down a bit, if you've noticed. Oh, she's got a lot of milk, but her sides have, she doesn't look pregnant anymore. She's looking a lot more svelte. All right, so these guys are all piled up and napping. I don't want to wake them up necessarily, but how cute they are. I got some questions from people earlier that wanted to know how come they seem like they're twitching on the stream so much. And I really wanted to say something about how it was probably the nerve gas in the annex, but that's not true. It's the little kittens they twitch a lot. They spend all their time sort of dreaming. Their eyes aren't even open yet, and so they twitch a lot, and that's real normal. I also suspect that it's part of them sort of building up their muscles. They're born with very few muscles, and they've got to get all that muscle weight put on. So it's a very important part of their development, and you should expect to see a lot of twitching from the little kittens. That's very normal. Here, Mom, let me help you sit down and get some of these kittens out of your way a little bit. There you go. There you go. You're such a sweetie. Yes, you are. I know you guys have noticed the wallpaper in here is all Christmas kittens, and of course, that's because DJ wallpapered this box way back before Christmas when we were trying to find a mom cat, and we kept getting mom cats that weren't pregnant at all, So it's still decorated from them. And I doubt we're going to redecorate it. So it's just, sort of a sign of what we've been through, I guess. You should think of it that way. All the effort we had trying to get mom cats in here. So I also posted some pictures on Twitter today about how to tell the kittens apart. Well, I mean, kind of about how to tell them apart. It's difficult. For instance, these two that we're looking at right here are Fawcett and Tubby, and you probably can't tell which one is which. I know I can't. It's everybody tried real hard on the Twitter pictures, but it's really hard to tell. I think Fawcett was the one that had maybe the more defined markings on her head, and Tubby was the one that had the less defined ones. Or maybe I have them backwards already. I'm confused. It's a little tricky. But they're very difficult to tell apart. Now, on the other hand, it's easy to tell Wash, because Wash is the one that's black, and that's very easy to tell him apart, of course. Hey, Wash. What's up, buddy? Taking a little tumble? And then it's also easy to tell these two apart. So cute. So I don't want to get this. It's still hard for me to remember all the names myself. But the two ones that have white bellies are Ducky and Bubbles. And I want to say Ducky, the boy, is the one that has. So they've both got white front legs. You can see that. Their legs are white in front. And they've got white bellies. And they've got some white markings on their face. Ducky is the one that has mostly white back legs, whereas Bubbles is the one that has mostly tabby back legs. Let's see if we can see both of her legs there. You can see that she's got sort of, it's hard to tell because she hardly has any fur on the inside of her leg, but that's a little bit easier to tell. Plus, if you look at their faces, and I discovered this today, Bubbles doesn't have white going up her forehead. Here we go. Let's just take a quick close look at her. I know. So you see above her nose up to her forehead, it's colored in. She's got the traditional M, whereas Ducky here, come here, Ducky. Sorry, Ducky, I know you were busy. Ducky's got a big white spot going right up the middle of his face. You see that? Very cute, right? So it's easy to tell him from the face, too. There we go. So if we take this one is one of the ones that's all tabby with the tabby belly. It's not just a white belly. Let's see, is this the little boy or the little girl? Fawcett and Tubby. I'm just going to look at the genitals, and this is our little boy, I think. So this is Tubby, and he is pretty tubby. Yes, he is pretty tubby. So he's got maybe slightly less defined markings on his face, whereas, come here, Bubbles, on the other hand, has a little bit more of a defined M on her forehead, I think. And she's got a little blep because I just pulled her off of Mom's nipple. She hasn't quite figured it out yet. She's not there anymore. Hi. I know you don't want this. You don't want to be this at all. Oh, you're right. Did I say Bubbles? I meant Fawcett, of course. I don't know why I said that. I'm still getting it all straight. It's, anybody that's watched the Kitten Academy stream for a long time knows that it can take me weeks to nail the names. So I'm trying, though. I'll get it together. So, the other thing I'll say is that we have been taking their weight every day just to make sure that they're all very healthy, and they are. They're gaining weight at an excellent rate. And if you look, I think even if you look in the description of the regular YouTube stream, you can find the link to our weight chart. But in the last 2 days, they've all put on 1 ounce, which is almost exactly what we expect, and therefore they're all doing really well. So pop quiz, who is this one up here, right here in front of us? This guy or girl? Anybody? Anybody in the chat know who this one is? White belly, tabby legs. Yes, okay, everybody on the chat, almost everybody on the chat has got it. We've heard a little bit of everything, but most people got Bubbles. That's right, that one's Bubbles. I just grabbed her because she fell off the nipple, so I'm not going to grab anybody else for a pop quiz because they're all pretty latched on right now, I think. Look at this little belly. All right, anyway, so thanks everybody. Thanks for tuning in to the close-up stream and helping me start to figure out these names myself. It's going to be a struggle, believe me. But we'll get it all eventually. And I guess that's about it for this close-up stream. So let me just remind you, if you want to keep watching these kittens, you can definitely keep watching these kittens. Just tune into the regular Kitten Academy live stream right here on YouTube. And you'll be able to watch them 24 hours a day. And then don't forget, tomorrow, 10 o'clock in the morning, is our regular mailbag. We're going to do that, and it'll be our last mailbag with Tor and Calvin. They're getting adopted sometime tomorrow, although we don't know exactly when. Maybe I'll be able to give you a better estimate a little bit later tomorrow. Maybe at mailbag I'll know. We'll find out. Thanks to all the mods for making the chat possible. And, I don't know. I'll see you guys later. Thanks. All right. Say goodnight, Pumice.